Yo, what's going on, man? Y'all already know what's up.
Welcome to Raw Love. I'm Mo.
I'm Nada.
So before we even get this thing started, sis, I'm gonna need for y'all to
Big dog.
subscribe, and make sure y'all comment and let us know where we at.
But most importantly, hit that subscribe button. Wherever it's popping up at on the screen, y'all make sure I get it.
Hit the bell too for our notifications.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get into it.
Y'all, he get on my nerves. I swear he get on my nerves. Y'all, listen. Welcome back to Raw Love. I'm Mo.
I'm Nada.
Hey, y'all, you see this foolishness?
Hey, we be going through it, y'all.
Woo, Lord. Anyway, so, girl, let me tell you, today's topic is about is the reason relationships don't last is because the female in a relationship expects the same kind of love that she's giving out of the male or the person that she's with, right?
But in this instance, we talking about a female to a male.
Yeah, we're talking about a female to a male. So everybody, I just feel like everybody loves differently, plain and simple. You know what I mean? I used to be that person to where, you know, that I loved so hard, and I'm like, I don't understand, why can't I get this back?
Yeah.
I don't understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the issue? You know what I mean? But the issue is that the people who I was encountering, i.e. him and everybody else, you know, like, they just wasn't right. So if a lot of times when the love that you give isn't completely reciprocated, it's because sometimes they're not ready. But
big facts.
But the ones that give you what you need, it's still going to be different from how you give it. You know what I mean? But it's going to be, they're going to mesh well. Like this, it's going to be like a yin to a yang. You know what I mean? It's not going to be like y'all just kind of clashing. How come I'm always doing this and you out and you ain't doing it? How come you always doing this and I'm not? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not going to be that tit for tat type thing. It's just going to be, you know, what it is. Yeah. It's kind of just going to flow. But sometimes all of that comes with time because, you know, prior to
time,
y'all relationship, you know, you don't know what he may have gone through or vice versa. You don't know what she may have gone through. So sometimes people build a wall, a barrier around themselves to try to make sure that before they open up, you know, even though you may be wild, you may be open and, you know, just showing all the love that you can give, they may not be ready to receive that because they're still skeptical.
Yeah.
They're still wondering, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't know where it's going to go. And like men are notorious for like, I don't know, well, like leading women on, like you don't even know what to expect out of them. Like, You'll be like, okay, you can make all these plans like, oh yeah, we can get married, we can have kids, we can do the house, we can do this, we can go here.
Before you get too carried on, in that same breath, sometimes females, y'all don't listen to what we actually telling y'all.
That's true.
So if we be like, hey yo, listen, we not ready for this, and y'all be like, oh okay, whatever come with it is what come with it. So for me, you can't expect, you know what I'm saying, something, you know, for him to love you a certain type of way when sometimes when y'all started, he was already telling you that he wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
So, like I said, before you get too far carried along, and some people physically say, like, even if they want the relationship, they might not want, I'm trying to find like a good way to put this. They keep it like, okay, yeah, I love you, you know what I'm saying, I can, you know, see myself being with you, but we just gonna take it day by day.
But the issue with that is sometimes men will say, yeah, I'm not really ready for a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mentally prepared, blah, 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 blah. But they doing everything that a relationship you would do. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all calling each other every day. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all hanging out every day. Y'all doing all of this old stuff. And then when, you know what I'm saying, the female catch feelings, oh, she becomes the villain. You know what I'm saying? Then they start backing out like, oh, wait a minute, we already talked about her. Oh, no, brother. So that means that For seriously,
No, I
you know what I'm
got you.
saying?
I
But you know
got
what I'm
you.
saying? Like that means that okay, well, if I'm thinking that we're progressing and you're still just kind of just playing along, okay, well, if that's the case, then shoot, I can progress with somebody else.
Yeah, big fact.
You know what I mean?
Big
But
fact.
the bad part about it that you know, like with us as women, we invest ourselves so
Yes.
easily
Yes.
that once we have made the investment, we really don't want to just, you know, start over or just kind of let our investment go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But shoot, that's hard.
Yeah.
I know it is, because
Yeah.
girl, I done been there.
Yeah.
And but you really do. You just have to let it go. Like, listen, I didn't caught feelings and you not, you know what I'm saying, you not there. So it's easy for me to catch feelings. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for me to realize I done caught feelings and you not there, and then I move on versus letting it linger for years and
Yeah.
years and years with the expectation that he gonna change.
And that's the thing too, because we already mentioned this what I'm about to say in a few other episodes, but after a while you gotta look yourself in the mirror. When it's going on, you talking about 2, 3, 4 years in, and y'all still in that whatever stage that is, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror. I.e., like, listen, all right, cool, I know what you said, but when he's talking about investing that much time into somebody and it's not going nowhere, it takes two, Shada.
It does. And also, women, we have to have a standard. What do you want? How do you want it? And then you have to lay the standard. Want, you know, you have to let, you know what I'm saying, let them know. You know what I mean? And if they say that's not what they want, then you have to move on. No matter how nice he being, no matter how much money he got, no matter how fine he is, girl. But you got to let him go because he's not moving. He's not going to move in the direction that you want. But you have to know what you want. Sometimes we go into these relationships or meet these dudes or whatever blindly, and we just kind of flying by the seat of our pants. You know what I'm saying? Like some Romeo and Juliet type mess. But girl, ain't nothing Romeo and Juliet out here.
Yeah.
You know, these fools ain't nothing.
Yeah, it's 2020 now, so we ain't.
So you know, like,
yeah.
And the last thing is being taken advantage of because of how you love. You know, because you can find yourself in love and, you know, are just completely infatuated with this person, and you doing this and you doing that, whether you cooking for that man, his laundry, you know, clean his house, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You being the wife that he ain't even looking for, girl. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we'll play the role like, okay, well, if you wife me up, you know what I'm saying, like this type of wife I'll be, you know what I'm saying, if you marry me. You know what I mean? You trying to show him what you can do and all of that stuff, but girl, no. That's still not going to make him wife you up. That's still not even going to make him girlfriend you up.
Timing is everything. And this is one thing y'all probably hear me say a whole lot more. Y'all got to have that hard conversation. Because once it's a couple of months in, and I think you even mentioned it, like females know like off the back, like if they could spend the rest of their life with somebody, or they be like, okay, this dude is actually worth investing some time in. Y'all got to have them conversations, like, because after like 3-4 months, ain't nobody saying like, okay, which direction we heading? For a man, from a man standpoint, if you don't say nothing, I ain't gonna say nothing. Cause I'm still getting the butt. I'm still getting the food. You know what I'm saying? I got that in-house. You know what I'm saying? I got that in-house good. Like, and you pretty much giving me everything. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't even have to work for it.
Without, like, that's easy. That's easy. So like, when I tell you like 9 times out of 10, dudes gonna take that. Oh yeah.
All day long.
Oh yeah.
All day long. And you have to make sure that whatever you're giving, that you're okay with giving it. And if it don't work out, you're okay with walking away.
Yeah.
Because you can't put yourself in a position to where, you know, you done all this stuff for this man. You done help him take care of his child. You done helped him do this. Man. You done all kind, you know what I'm saying? You done all stuff that's just beyond you. And then come to find out, you're not it, sis.
Yeah.
You're not it. Like, and no matter, and it's not because, you know what I'm saying, you're not a great person. It's just it's just a simple fact that, you know, while you think that you're the one, that he's the one, he don't think you're the one. Like, for real. And it's a hard pill to swallow. It really is. And it takes it that's what makes bitter women. That's
Yeah.
what makes, uh makes it hard for the next person to come along. You know what I'm saying? Because while that person may have messed you up, the next person may be that person, and you like,
Mm-mm. Man,
you know what I'm
listen.
saying? You giving that person hell on
And I
wheels.
done ran into it. Like ran into it. And I'm talking about, and don't think it's an age thing. I Like I say, we got a good age difference, but since I've been younger, I always dealt with older females. And it doesn't matter. So Charlotte, just because you 20, you think, you know what I'm saying, I gotta be the only person going through this, you not.
Mm-mm.
It
And
doesn't
it's,
stop.
mind you, and granted, although I'm saying a lot about, women, cis, this and the third, it's men doing the same
Yeah.
thing. Men be out here, you know what I'm saying, like wifing these females up.
And if anything, we a little more emotional about that stuff than females is.
And come to find out, she's still messing with her baby daddy or her ex-boyfriend or other dude around the way, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens. It's not just men. I mean, it's not just women. It's men too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just that I guess I'm gonna say my opinion is just that the majority it's a lot of women.
Yeah.
But men do get the bad done.
I just don't think that we speak on it enough. You know what I'm saying?
Because
really,
maybe because of ego or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe this girl done me like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get this and the third, blah
Yeah.
blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But and it's gonna be so hard. Okay, I'm gonna say this, and y'all can take it with a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just my opinion. But the bad part about it is, and the mentality of some women, and I'm gonna even include myself, when men are like overly nice, overly this, like they're just kind of overwhelmingly, you know what I'm saying, like emotionally attached too quick, I feel like they got a little penis. I said what I said. For real. Seriously. And but I've heard, it's a matter of fact, even with my own friends, like, we'll talk about it, like, nah, brother man too nice.
Oh my
Something missing.
goodness. What did that have to do?
I'm just telling you. But I'm saying that to say, because when it's on the other, when the shoe is on the other foot, a lot of times that's the case. Like when the female is, you know what I'm saying, doing like she out and about doing whatever. A lot of times, but the man, you know what I'm saying, he taking care of everything. He doing this, he doing that. He like you.
Hey, listen. So please, for this one, y'all make sure y'all comment down below, because I gotta see this one myself, because I ain't never heard this before.
He like it, and I'm, you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
but and mind you, it could be the same. It could be the same thing with women. You know what I'm saying. She could be lacking somewhere as well. But a lot of times it's just that men like more than one female. But women are not normally like that, to where they just gotta have, I can't just be with one man. That's just that's not common.
Yeah.
It's not common, you know what I'm saying? And when it happens,
yeah, we gonna disregard that. Like,
we not. Y'all know I ain't lying. I don't care. Y'all know I ain't lying. But so to bring it back to the topic, at the end of the day, you're not gonna find somebody that's gonna love you exactly how you love them.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Simply because everybody loves differently. You know what I mean? And you have to be ready. You have to be ready to receive love and give love. And the person who you with got to be ready to receive love and give love as well.
And know what y'all want.
And I said that you have to know what y'all want. You have to know what you want, and you can't settle for anything less. When you start settling, is when you start getting the short end of the stick.
Big facts.
And that's for men and women. When you start settling, is when you start getting the short end of the stick, because you get used to being treated a certain way. You get used to that person being how they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, that's just who that person is. I know it's give and take and all this old stuff or whatever, but it's a thin line between give and take.
And another thing, don't ignore the signs. What signs am I talking about? I'm about to tell y'all a quick story. So you remember my old girl who I used to live with, right? Had a whole another life prior to me coming in, but she was accustomed to certain things. Like, granted, I never put my hands on her, but she came from, you know what I'm saying, an abusive relationship. So like when we used to like argue or whatever, Like I was like, yo, listen, I'm about to argue with you. I'm about to slide, and she'll go, don't you? Yeah. And I'm like, yo, like, what's really good? But that was his way of showing her that, you know what I'm saying, he cared and he wanted to be around. So a lot of females fall
That
into
they
that
got that
trap.
Ike and Tina syndrome. If you don't beat me, you don't love me. Well, I can't even say Ike and Tina, but shout out to her. Y'all me no disrespect.
And granted, we do not condone and no, you know what I'm saying, domestic violence. I don't raise my hand here. I better raise my voice for real. But dealing with that female, like I knew, like anybody that's gonna get me to that point to where like I'm like my blood is boiling, like I want to shake somebody up. I got to go. I got to go. So fellas, don't know that sign female. If you feeling a little froggy, listen, nobody under this green earth deserves that. So if you dealing with somebody and it seems like he might, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, go on slide, man. So, and it's a lot of other signs too, but that was just like the biggest one that I've seen.
For me, it's mental abuse. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll be with somebody or whatever, and all of a sudden they'll be like, why you look like that? What you got on? Or they'll compare you to somebody else, or you know what I mean. So it'll be subtle like mental abuse, but it'll still kind of mess with you. You know what I mean? Like, dang, why did so and so say that? Did they just really just try me? To where you like, for me, I recap so many things that happened in my life, and I'll be like, boy, if I was there right now, let me let you know what I tell you. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of like mental, you know what I'm saying, manipulation that be going on. You know what I mean? And sometimes we kind of ignore the signs because it's something mental and it's not something that, that's physically like affecting you. But the mental can physically affect you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To where it'll break down barriers that you didn't even know, like you ain't never took that before, but all of a sudden you taking some mess you ain't never, you know what I'm saying, you never saw you in.
Going down.
Yeah. And it just completely breaks you down. So yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, you know when this person loves you. You know if this person is gonna love you correctly, whether they love you the way you love them, or whether they love you in their own way. But it's still, their own way is still noticeable. It's still acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still being acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you saying they love, well, he loved me, but I buy him something for Christmas, but he never buy me nothing. What?
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it ain't never been the case. Christmas roll around and there's on one side of the store, and I ain't got.
Now, he used to get me some ugly. I mean, oh my God, the stuff I used to get, Lord Jesus, I used to hook him up, and then when it came to my gift,
so you gonna throw me out there like that?
Oh yeah, I am. Yeah.
You ain't never told me that.
Why would I tell you that?
So you gonna?
Okay. I said what I said. Okay. So, but yeah, so you know what I mean? Like,
I'm done. So, Shawty, if you ain't figured out by now, you stuck.
Y'all see how you play together? That's why nobody can't take him.
Oh man.
But but it's the truth though. You have to know what you're looking for. You have to know, like, and it's bad, but it may be something you have to check off. Like, okay, when you meet this person or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and this person is doing this, right? Write all this shit down. You know what I mean? And then when it's time, it's time move on. See what comes off that list. See what stops. See why it stops. You know what I'm saying? And once you realize that it's not the same how it was in the beginning, it got worse, progressively worse, it's time to let go. Yeah. It's time to let go. Like, no. Everybody can have their ups and downs, but not like that. Not like that. Not to where, you don't know if that person actually loved you or not. You questioning it. You know what I'm saying? There should never, no matter what type of ups and downs y'all may have, you should never question whether or not if that person still loves you. And if you got to question it, you think you better let it go. Let it go, baby. Looks like you never left TKO. No. Oh. No. So what's the topic again?
Hey, listen. At the end
Why?
of
Oh,
I know what it is, but
okay.
at the end of the day, you know, it ain't no rocket scientist behind it or nothing. Because one thing the heart gonna do is lie to you. Your brain might fool you to convince you about something else, but your heart ain't gonna lie.
Yep.
It ain't gonna do it.
And your heart to keep you in some stuff that you ain't got no business.
Business too.
Yeah, so sometimes you need to listen to your brain.
Yeah, but that's when they work together. You know what I'm saying? Okay, my heart telling me this, but my brain like something kind of fishy.
Yeah, like girl, you lost your mind.
Yeah. So
that's all I gotta say about that.
That's where I'm at with it, man. Again, don't forget.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
We're gonna put the button right here. Go on and hit that, alright? It's raw.
It's real.
But it's love.
All love.